What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of The Frey Experience. Of course, I am Tyler Frey. Let's start this video off correctly. Substitute part 2 in part by Squirt. Just kidding. That's actually one of my favorite sodas. That's actually my favorite soda right there. That and Mellow Yellow and all the flavors they can. So, just got back from fishing the Delta. Actually, the day after I just got back from fishing the Delta. It is currently 11:46. So, NTB Pro Box. Just informed that I got it as soon as I just got home probably 10 minutes ago. And fishing the Delta did not do too good. So, the only good thing that came out of it was made a little bit of money and I found a plopper. This was hanging up on electrical wire and I got it down. Don't ask me how, I just got it down. So, if you guys don't already, follow me on Instagram right here. And we're going to be doing a giveaway, of course. Some of you guys have been asking about that. It will be for a River Sea double plopper buzzbait. It comes. I have 3 colors. Actually, I have about like 12 of them right over there. 12 of them, and I'll be giving away one of them or 2 of them. All depends how many people do this. Your colors to choose from are black, phantom shad, and powder. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram, DM me the color that you want, and then your name will go into a hat, and da-da-da-da. I'll pick one. If they get enough people, I'll pick 2, and if there's a lot, I'll pick all 3. So, let's start off. This is my first MTB Pro Box. It's already been opened, yes. I have not seen it. My dad went through it to see if it was worth it, and he said this was a good box. Let's start off with the card. He told me what I got in here, not by the colors or the baits. He just told me, or not the baits, but like the company or the colors. He's told me what I got in here, so I kind of knew what I was expecting. So we're going to start off with, we'll go bottom to top. Say the good for last. So coming in at, how many we got? We got 2, 4, 6, 7 stuff. 7 stuff I got here. We'll start off with bottom is Bass Dynasty, or Bass Attracted by Bass Dynasty. For one of these little things right here, guys, it's $2.25, and it retails, like for a big one, for 3 ounces, is $11.99. So, my first impression of this, I've seen a lot of stuff on Instagram, and let's start off with the first scent. It smells like peanut butter. I don't know if you guys, some other people that have gotten this, does it smell like peanut butter to you guys? But I do like this. I'm definitely going to try this. I am doing an MTB Slam. Don't know where yet. Coming in next, we have the KG Hookworm 17 by Decoy Looks. It retails for $4.19. And these are these bad boys right here. Right there. So these are in a 3/0, and I got 2, 4, 6, I want to say 8, no, sorry, 7. There's 7 of them in here. They are a high power offset hook, 3/0 by KG. Don't really, Decoy KG Worm 17. Don't really know what those are. KG, don't know what that means. It could be a number of things. These are not bad. They're kind of a heavier wire hook. I would use those for Senkos. A smaller Senko, like a Yub Dinger, to 5-inch, 4-inch, maybe up to 6-inch. But after that, the 6 or 7, I like to throw it on a 4/0 hook. But that's not bad. I do like these hooks. They are sharp, I'm assuming. Most hooks that you get in here are sharp, besides those Bayashi ones. Those are ones that aren't, in my opinion, aren't that sharp. Moving on to the Intruder X Silo Blade Willow by Mr. Finesse. Retails for $4.33. And I've been wanting to get these for a while, but really wanted to try them. Interesting, there are 2 willow blades that that screw into your bait. By bait, I mean soft plastic. Do it with a Senko. Other stick baits, maybe you can try drop shotting it. Not 110% sure what I'm going to do with those, but they're here. Going up the list is Baby Juke, I want to say, by Charlie's Worms. Retails for $4.99. Right here. And the only bad part about Charlie's Worms is they're obviously a knockoff, but they are pretty good. I like their little cut tail worms. You know, got some of those in my last box, one of my boxes in June. So starting off the back, this one's all screwed up. I don't know if you guys see that, but that tail is stop wiggling. You can't really. It's off. This one is a throwaway, but we're gonna keep it just in case. Let's see if we can actually find a good one. That one's kind of good. There you go. That one's actually throwable. I'll actually probably drop shot this or try a number of things. It's kind of a little off, but it's not like a regular fluke where it's split right down the middle. It's completely solid. So I guarantee there's probably one in here that is going to be good. And like I said, drop shot or just weightless Texas rig, maybe wacky rig, but that's just me. But more likely, this is something I like to use. A messed up fluke is always good on the back of a chatterbait. So, dibble, decal, put that in your truck support. And moving up next, we have Zero Gravity Jigs, Custom Lures Unlimited. Retails for $5.94. Sorry about that. Zero Gravity, not a bad color. It doesn't really list what color I have, but just looking at this, it already starts off like kind of giving me a what's the word I'm looking for? PB&J color. And big old yellowhead. If you guys don't really know about these are crazy light. This looks like this could be 1 ounce to 3/4 ounce, but it's super duper light, super duper light. And throw this on about 6 to 8 pound tests, sometimes 10 depending on the location. But it's super duper light, and this falls about what was it? It says a foot every 3 seconds. So this thing is slowly floating down like this. This looks like a wounded bait fish. This is more of a bluegill pattern. But you could obviously pair this up with this right here. Kind of. These are watermelon red, by the way, guys. And not a bad color. I've gotten these before, but I never really thrown them. But I like to use the skirt. Take the skirt off and put on a buzzbait. Going up the list, we have Arashi Silent Square by Storm. This is obviously a bait that I want to try for a little bit. Not a bad color. Don't really know too much about these. I know my buddy over at Delta Bass in 209. Look at him on YouTube. Excellent videos. Excellent Delta Bass angler. There's obviously a baby bass color, if I haven't said that already. It's obviously very unique. It's definitely a little bit of a bigger body, bulkier than a normal crankbait that I like to throw. They're a lot like, this is a lot like the CB Fat by Lucky Crab, I think that's what it's called, but it's probably got a big, nice wobble. Probably slow roll this. Don't know how well it's going to come through the grass, but we're definitely going to give it a shot. And this color, for right now, this is August. This is not that great of a color for August baby bass. I like to throw baby bass during the spawn, because that's normally when there's a lot of baby bass, and those bass will be feeding on them. Not bad, though. And last but not least, obviously the most expensive bait is going to be the Rover by River to Sea. So, obviously an excellent bait here by River to Sea. It is in Horizon Shad. So, I do throw the Rovers, and so does my dad. My dad was the one that got me hooked on Rovers. And I tend to throw the smaller one, which is right here that I threw on the Delta. Caught a couple on that. This is in some other color. I'm not really 100% sure. I saw that, and I was like, oh, I like that. Might as well throw it. So, obviously, you can tell it's a nice big bait right here. Three treble hooks right there. Nice little feather with some blue, white, and chartreuse. And the sides are, you got that blue, goldish, silverish, big old black dot right there. This is obviously a walking bait. My style of walking a bait is a little bit different. There's always that constant, but if you're throwing it on braid, you could twitch a little bit harder. And with a smaller one, I've seen it works the best, but it shoots to the side a lot bigger. Big old, walk motion. But it's August. Water's going to be cold. I'm going to be fishing in 66 degrees in a pond. Sorry, the weather's going to be raining in 66 degrees. It's either going to help the bite or kill the bite. Most likely going to kill it, but we're going to give it a shot. So with this, I'm definitely going to be walking this a lot slower than normal. I'm going to be going click, 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 let it sit, twitch, 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 let it sit, twitch, 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 let it sit, or just twitch, twitch, sit, twitch, sit. Definitely going to kind of do a different variety of motions to see what these fish will really be wanting. They may not have a topwater bite at all, but we're definitely going to give them a shot. So overall, my first impressions on this box is it's a lot better than just the standard box that you get from MTB. My buddies are I got my buddy at Delta Bassin 209 to switch over to a Pro Box, and he got the exact same thing I got, except a different color. This different color crankbait, and everything else is the same color. But overall, I do like this box. It's way better than the regular box that you get from MTB, the non-pro. And of course, you get the Dibble, which I never read, but you know, it's nice to have. Tells you a couple tips and what's going on, what's good to throw this time of year, and all that. But let's save that. I got to hand it down to MTB. Definitely a big difference. I think one of the things, like the hardest thing for me probably going to catch a fish on is definitely going to be the zero gravity jig. That's going to have some trouble. I'm thinking this entire box, I'm definitely going to have to work to catch a fish on this. This is obviously going to help. I like to put scent on my baits when the weather gets cold. This bass get lethargic, the largemouth. They tend just to hunker down and not really feed. You got to get them when they're schooling up, when they're chasing bait, chasing trout, the whole 9 yards. Maybe get lucky, put that bait right in front of their face, and they hit out of aggression or just sheerly food, opportunist. So, like I said, definitely the bait is definitely really nice to use when it gets cold. It definitely helps out. But when you're chasing smallmouth and spots, active feeders throughout the year, spots hone in on the bait. Those are a fish that you can just go out and target. Throw reaction baits, even when it's freezingly cold, still catch them. They constantly chase the bait. Spots are from rivers. Just like smallmouth, spots are just crazy fast. They are slick. They are skinny, long, just built for speed. And they're definitely going to be something I want to target. Obviously not in a pond, but maybe in the next MTB box. I will try a slam. If you see a slam, then obviously I caught some fish on some baits. But other than that, never know. So guys, another episode of the Fray Experience. Like I said, you can enter that contest by following me on Instagram, DMing me the color that you want. All the names will get put into a hat, a box. All depends how many people get in there. Shuffle them around and pull out your number or pull out your name, and I'll hit you up on Instagram and go from there. So guys, thanks for watching this another episode of the Fray Experience MTB Pro Box unboxing. Stay tuned for another episode of the Fray Experience.